Buene tiro.
I couldn't do that. Could you do that? How can they do that? They're beginning to get on my nerves. Who are those guys?
Uncommon Sense with the Senior Delinquents.
Well, hi once again, everybody. Welcome to another segment of the Senior Delinquents. I'm Dennis Silvers here in Las Vegas, and surprise, my great friend, my great co-host is here with me in studio, Jamie McWilliams, director, producer of the great show, the Traveling Golfer Television Show. Great to see you. What the hell are you doing in Las Vegas?
I'm here to do the show. I'm staying at Tahiti Village. I guess it's a heated pool. Either that, or it's acid. I'm not sure which. Why they have Tahiti in Vegas, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Sure you're not virtual too. You're actually here.
I'm actually here. No, this is absolutely great. We've got a great show for everybody today that's watching, and you've worked with our special guest many times, haven't you?
I have hired him. We have worked collaboratively on comedy bits, and he had actually hired me. And it's always been a great synergy. I'm really excited to have him here.
I am too. So let's bring him up on camera and welcome our very special guest.
Hello, everybody. Wow, this is absolutely fantastic. I hear your ratings are going to go through the roof.
I hope so.
On the show today.
That is
absolutely incredible.
Well, John, you know something? And we're actually going to do you not as Mr. President today, but we're going to do you as John. And Lon Chaney in the silent era was a man of 1,000 faces, but that's the silent era.
Hi, I'm Glenn, and around here, we haven't downsized, we've upsized. Kat, my director, that was perfect. My writer, oh, brilliant. My engineer, excellent. Let's finish this picture.
You actually, maybe you don't have 1,000 faces, but you have many faces and the voices to go with them.
And you know, it's funny, seeing Lon Chaney as a kid had a huge influence on me because he would go to the studios and he brought all of his pirate costumes, his cowboy costumes, and that's how he got work. He always was prepared. And being a Boy Scout, I always tried to be prepared for whatever came up. So that's actually a great reference for me.
And John, I have a quick question for you. I had to strain my brain for this. Do you remember the first time we worked together? You were hired?
I was trying to think like what year it was, but I know you were still.
Well, you don't want to say that. We're going to seem too old. It was, remember, for the Aegis Insurance gas emergency, and I knew you were going in this direction anyway because you played a Puerto Rican with a gas problem, and I don't mean in your stomach.
I had my big Dabney Coleman mustache.
I was thinking of you, John, on the way to the studio because, to be honest with you, I'm a little depressed. I've had a cat his name was Elvis, and I had him for years and years, and unfortunately he just died, and the reason why is he got caught in a trap.
Oh yeah, man. That's smoked, baby.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh man, wake up, baby. What? Sharon! The dog pooed on the carpet again. Lay a wedge on me, baby. Whoa, baby.
Great balls of fire.
Oh man. Hey man. Oh, caught in a trap. And I can't get out. Woo! Can't you see these tears are real that I'm crying? We can't go on together. Oh. That's it. I've had it with you too. I'm playing through. And you're fired.
was so much fun.
Oh,
One of the things with Jamie, like you said, we've had such a great collaboration.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. This is your brain on drugs and a big fat hoagie roll, baby. Hey, can I get a side of fries with that brain?
We did an Apprentice video where I think I did, Jamie, 8 characters, and it was such a blast.
So, who was in charge of marketing this task?
Dr. Know-It-All over there.
How did you do?
Pretty well. I sold over 200 copies of my new book.
Book? You were supposed to market a resort.
Anyone with any smarts knows you don't sell books at a resort. So we set up at the airport where people are going to lots of resorts.
That's gotta be the dumbest strategy I've ever heard in my life.
John, it's such a jigsaw puzzle. You had to do all the costume changes. You had to do all the characters. I had to figure out how to get from this character and make all the angles work. It was you and me, and those pieces just turned out wonderfully. I remember we did the thing with the law firm, and we ripped everybody in a nice way. We had the owners of this intellectual law firm as people who dropped acid when they were young at Woodstock. So that shows you that the sense of humor, has it changed quite a bit for you doing your characters?
They're touchy. Even with Austin Powers, we used to have to come in and explain to them, like, we've kind of watered the character down. It's not all about sex, so it really depends on the company. But, people, you and I have had this conversation. People, all you need out of a 5,000 person audience is one person to get offended.
That's exactly right. John, I want to ask you, sorry for interrupting. You're known worldwide for your impersonation of Donald Trump. Has anybody associated with his organization, have they ever expressed to you what they think about your Trump impersonation?
I made 50 appearances on Fox News. I met Kellyanne. She was really gracious and said, he really likes you. You're the nice Trump. Then in 1995, I co-hosted his 55th birthday. And then my very first Trump job, which was a voiceover job, was for him. I laid down all the voice tracks for the Boardroom Game, which was like kind of a knockoff of The Apprentice. But if you ever went to Taj Mahal 2015, 2016, and you went in this room, I was the voice of Trump. When I started doing Trump full makeup like this, Trump organization called again. Trump was unavailable, and he had to do a promotion for The Apprentice. Very few people were doing Trump full makeup at that time, other than Daryl Hammond, who I've since worked with. So I appeared on Fox and Friends Sunday morning. So I was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Have any of the real Trump haters ever come up to you and, like, just because they're so ingrained in disliking the character and say anything negative? Has anybody had the gall to confront you that way?
The funny thing is, when you're doing satire, there's people on both sides who don't get it. But generally, most people get that I'm an actor, I'm a satirist, comedic satirist. I don't really have a political point of view. I try to keep it right down the middle. Every now and then, someone goes crazy on both sides, but I don't do any public work without real security because of what's happened in the last few years. So, but we've had people try to physically act out. I've heard everything. Love, hate, and wanting to be strangled. All right.
We've only got a minute left or so, and I want to ask you, what are plans for you and all of your characters in the near future, John?
Corporate audiences are getting younger. I'm getting older, but even more than that, We live in such a fractionalized society now. You know, when I was a kid and you guys were kids, there were 3 networks and 2
Right.
UHF stations, and it kind of unified the country. And unfortunately, like my nieces and nephews don't even watch linear television. I think the cultural history in this country right now goes back 2 weeks. So unfortunately, unless somebody kind of breaks through on a really big level,
Yeah.
you know, movie, television, film, there's it's getting tougher to find people to impersonate and do impressions of that a large majority of the audience knows. And that's one of the great things about like doing Trump. Like he's a worldwide known commodity.
Right.
And he may like be one of the last of them in that respect.
I want to put out our website because that's exciting. We've got it up and running. Simply go to seniordelinquents.com. All the information on you, all of the archive shows are on there, all of the funny bits are on there. And don't forget our email. Please get in touch, info@seniordelinquents.com.
I think it's time to wrap up, and I'd love to have maybe Donald Trump, who I think we could classify like us as an iconoclast. Well, he's a senior delinquent too.
Absolutely, he is.
You know what? This show should be my show. I should be hosting this, and you should be my co-host because honestly, no one's a bigger senior delinquent than me. I'm the biggest senior delinquent. In fact, I just copyrighted the term. That's it. I'm taking over because you know I'm building the Trump network, and this would be the perfect show.
Perfect.
Are you
So-
even going to take over my sign-off, Mr. President?
Absolutely. Go Silvers.
Hi-ho, Silvers.
Hi-ho Silvers. I just made it better. Hi-ho Silvers.
John, we're
Yes.
going to have you back sooner or later. Thanks for spending the time with us.
Absolutely.
We
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank
I'll
you.
see ya.